When I praise them high. I keep it live, beat bumping, keep them jumping, make the Lord feel something. Ain't no shame in my game, God's property. Getting big with Kirk, ain't no stopping. Now song.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have touched
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have touched
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have touched
Come on, stop.
Stop.
Come on, make me clap.
Make me clap my hands. Make me wanna dance. Stop.
Oh, I feel it all in my feet now. Come on, let's say it.
My brother, can't you see? I got the victory. Stop.
All my people say
Stop.
everybody say
Stop.
all my folks say all my people say
Stop.
all my folks say
Stop.
everybody say
Stop.
everybody GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have something on the way.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have something on the
Say
way.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have something on the way.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have something on the way. Stop.
All my people say
Stop.
all my folks say
Stop.
my cousin say
Stop.
Ailey say
Stop.
my brother say
Stop.
my sister say
Stop.
everybody say
Stop. I promise the snow, the whole snow, nothing but snow.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No,
It won't work.
God will do what He said He will do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. Yeah, God will do what He said He will do. He will stand by His word.
Yes, He will.
He will come through. Oh, there just ain't one.
There just ain't one.
There just ain't one.
There just ain't one.
No, 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 no. Come on.
I won't be afraid.
No, I
Of the
won't.
arrow by day.
Not
From
today.
the hand of my enemy.
Never scared of the
I
enemy.
can stand my ground.
You better
When the
stand
Lord is on my side.
on my side.
But the haters, what they say, will not succeed. No, no, no.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
It won't prosper.
No, 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 no. It won't work. No, 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 weapon formed shall prosper. It won't work. I know somebody felt it. God will do what He promised He would do. Stand by His word. He will come through and light on.
Check. Okay, now we're the game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. It feels so good to be back at the session. I feel like I've been gone for a very long time. But I guess I really have been a long time, but it feels really good to be back. I really missed you guys. I really did miss you all. And you know what? For everyone that is watching us online, We have the pleasure. It's been a long time. We actually have some people in the studio with us this time, and it feels good to have people back in the studio with us. So put your hands together if you're in the studio with us here at the session Bible Beats and Bars. I am Jay the Drummer, your co-host. And you know what? Before we get too deep in our conversation today, because we like to talk, we got to talk about some things today. We got a lot of information for you. But before we go there, DJ Scissorhand, how you feeling today, man? What's going on with you today?
Oh man, I'm great. I know it's gonna warm up, be sweating a little bit, the humidity, but it's all good, man.
So you must be talking about what you're doing on later on the radio today. That's what you got talk. That's what you trying to foresee. Tell us that you're doing.
Make sure you have your fan with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's how you feeling. Okay. So when he tells you where you can listen to him at today, make sure you tune in because he said make sure you have a fan. So y'all gonna that Domino's table, that Spades table might be getting really hot, really hot today. So make sure y'all tune in to DJ Scissorhand today. But before we go dive too far in today's show, I got something for you to read. So I need for you, if you're the scrolling save people, then pull out your cell phones and turn to you and punch your Bible with your thumb. And then, but if you are the turning page save Christians or the turning page save, somebody say, yeah, in the studio. Yes, that's me. Yeah. I'm the scrolling save. I like to just scroll up. That's all I do. I just scroll. But if you the flipping saved like grandma and you just get your Bible, go ahead and pull the big Bible out and turn to Isaiah 54 and verse 17. And it reads like this. It says, no weapon formed against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. Hold on. I got to read that again because, we live in a time where people like to say a whole lot of stuff that just may not be too true. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And or be throwing shots at you and stuff like that. So we got to read this again. This is for somebody at home. This one is just for you. You was going through a situation. You thought somebody was talking about you, talking to you. You didn't know how to receive it or how to handle it. Hold on, listen again. This one is right here for you again. Listen to it. It says it because it made it personal. It said clear. You. Yeah. It said you. It made it personal. Let me do it again. It's Isaiah 54 verse 17. No weapon formed against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. That's the word that I have for you today. So why are you getting ready and getting all cuddled up and telling all your family members to get in front of the TV, the cell phone, or you could be driving down to the spot right now because you still got some time to get down here if you want to come in and join us. But what we're going to do real quick, we're going to turn it back over to the DJ, and he about to slice your ears up real quick. So be prepared. Hey, Grandma, this your favorite time of the show, Grandma, so go ahead and get your grape juice. You drinking your grape juice today, Grandma. I know you are. Get your grape juice and go ahead and sit in your rocking chair. Because if I know I'm waiting for you to start patting your feet, Grandma. When you start patting your feet, then I know you're having a good time. DJ Scissorhand, let's turn up one time for him. Welcome to the session, Bible Beats and Bars.
I'm good. I've been feeling it in my lungs, living it when I walk, singing it in my songs, killing it when I talk, really feeling his love, yeah. Give him all that I got, cause I'm knowing all that he's done, and he lit me up and I burn, eyes on him, I'm never gonna turn, give me brand new, came through when I thought I ain't gonna make it through, give me like you, change me on the daily, so hey, what you gonna do? Take me up to the sky when you coming me home. I'm making all my own. Gonna do it all alone. Steadily changing. He's making me better. I'm learning a new thing. He's making me stronger. Yeah. Christ is in my life. Oh yeah. Yeah. Christ is in my life. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I'm living God like, and I'm feeling alright. He gave me every now and glory. I shine. Christ is in my life. Oh yeah.
I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell the broadcaster like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know. I'm brand new.
I know one thing's true. I don't even really deserve to know you, but I'm a witness that you did this, and I'm brand new. So I'm ready to go, and I'ma tell the world what they need to know. A slave to myself, but you let me go. I tried getting high, but it left me low. You did what they could never do. You cleaned up my soul and gave me life. I'm so brand new, and that's all that matters. I ain't love you first, but you first loved me. Come on, in my heart I cursed you, yeah, but you set me free. I gave you no reason to give me new seasons, to give me new life, new breathing. But you hung there bleeding, you died for my lies and my cheating, my lust and my greed. What is a man that you mindful of him? And what do I have to deserve this love?
We're trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream. Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell the world, broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know. I'm brand new. Can't offer you nothing, but you carry kindness, keep coming.
Ooh, that felt really good. I feel you, DJ. Okay. So okay. Now I understand why you said what you said earlier, and why you said you gonna be sweating and stuff earlier, because you feeling like you gonna I feel like you gonna be working out later on tonight. Somebody just feel like going to the gym. If you feel like going to the gym tonight, working out, you got some stress going on, listen to DJ Scissorhands. He's going to give you the tune you can get all your workout and everything in tonight. That's what you can do. That's what you got. Yes, all right, it's time to get down and deep into the show. It's time to bring the man with the plan to the stage. I don't think he ever sleeps. The whole time we was gone, I think I talked to him a couple of times, and I was like, have you slept? He was like, oh, what was that, man? I don't know, man. And we just talked about what he kept doing, giving me a lot of great news, a lot of things that are coming up, and I can't wait for him to come onto the stage to talk about a lot of things that he has coming up and a lot of things that No More Dirty is going to be doing here in the community. So without further ado, I think he finally took a nap today. I think it was a cat nap. He slept for like 1 minute. I think that's what it was. He just slept for 1 minute. He's like, I'm good for about the next 5 days. I'm good. Then I need more. Then I'm going to need about 5 minutes of sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a warm welcome for the man. He has boots on the ground. He's always in your business to make sure you understand what's going on in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Fred 2. What's going on? Yeah. Minister Fred 2. Hey, Minister Fred 2. Yeah. Minister Fred 2. Double dirty music. Minister Fred 2. See, there I go again. My bad. It's been a long time.
Bring that back.
My bad. It's been a long time.
To the Succession Bible Beats in Boston. Hey Dre,
what's up?
To the drummer, man.
What's up?
Woo!
Welcome to the session, Bible Beats and Bars. Hey. I'm gonna learn me a lesson today to give me to bars. Yeah, gonna listen to the Bible words. Gonna listen to what the man said. Heard.
B to the I to the B to the L to the E. We gon' get some
basic instructions before leaving this earth, they say. See, we shot early. See, you did it this time. You did it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it this time. We were supposed to. I thought the beast was at the end.
But it was, but he came in with that serious situation. Man,
I know, right? It was his fault. Yeah, he was doing that stuff on the. See now. So now you don't blame me. That's what happened. Okay, now you didn't blame me. Now you finally gave it to the real person that be doing it.
He the corporate.
He is. But
it sounded good, so
it did. It just felt good to do too. If it's felt.
Oh man, so welcome to the session, man. It's good to see you guys, man. Hey man, let me tell y'all something. We got something really cool. We got special guests in the building.
We do. We
got to get her up before we get our other super duper special guests.
Yes.
Like right. So listen,
You got some announcements to talk about.
Several announcements. I need to get a few.
Like,
because I got to get these in because they're really important.
I looked at the messages. I was like, whoa, this is a book that's about to happen. Like, whoa.
So anyway, first of all, we want to let you know that the spot we are officially open is COVID cleaned. We do it twice a week. Everything's good to go. We have pretty much everything. So if you do want to come and be a part of it, we definitely welcome you every Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if not, you can catch us online.
It smell like bleach and Lysol when you walk in.
Oh man, it's crucial, man. Like we got 2 different cleanings going on twice a week. So anyway, it's all good. The second thing too, we are committed to making sure that you're feeling good and that you are well. So you're going to see fruits in the place, nuts, healthy drinks, and all that kind of good stuff because we want to make sure that we host you well.
Healthy mind, a healthy what? Healthy body, healthy life, huh?
So want to make sure that you are
and a healthy
good.
Time, healthy good
and
time.
if you say, hey man, I'm gonna start coming regularly, and I have this specific thing I got to deal with, we'll make sure we try and have something for you. All right, good.
We good.
All right. So now listen, this weekend is very important for our parents because this is the weekend that's tax free for school supplies.
Ooh.
So it started Friday, of course, goes through 8. It goes all the way through the weekend Sunday. Most stores are open to 7 on Sunday or 8. So you can be able to purchase whatever you need to purchase, school supplies, clothes, whatever, without any tax applied. So that's any and all places everywhere. Then also we want to say a shout out to ABC, which is Apple Bus Company. That is our bus system.
Yes.
They're doing the Stuff the Bus drive all weekend. So we take the time, pull up to any of the Walmarts, and you can give them the name of the Walmarts, but it's several of them. Memorial, Jordan Lane, South Parkway, where else? In Madison.
You got Sparkman Drive, University, Bailey Cove, and Madison, Alabama.
That's it. So pretty much all of them, at least 10 to 12 of the Walmart chains you'll see a big bus, an ABC bus. They have information there, gift bags, which is a thank you for you being a part of it. Thanks a lot, Professor. That looks good on the screen. So make sure that you take the time to support by when you go buy something at Walmart, come in and then grab something else to bless someone else who may not have a little bit of the resources for their kid or for their children. And then next Saturday,
next week,
July 24th, all of this Stuff the Bus, all of this drives for school supplies, CAFE will kick off their annual backpack drive. Now, what's exciting is we partner with Refuge Church and a lot of other partners from Renaissance Bank, Boeing, you name it. There's a lot of great things. So it's going to be this next Saturday from 9 o'clock in the morning to 11. Now, it's not just backpack stuff. Everybody we're going to do a drive-through.
Ooh.
Because of COVID, we want to be safe as well until we get out.
So they just going to be like throwing stuff in your car that you need?
No, ain't going to throw nothing in your car. What'll happen is it's going to be at the Calhoun campus, Calhoun Community College campus on Wind Drive. So what happens, you'll pull in on the 565 entrance, and then you'll see the cars lined up. So you just pull up and it'll have coffee, post them. They'll have all kind of stuff, man. And I would say get there no later than 8 o'clock because you'll not only get a backpack for your child or your youth or your high school kid, you will also get a box of groceries.
Oh, wow.
And it's 10 days worth of fresh produce, everything in that place.
Wow.
They say they have superheroes walking
around. Oh man,
too,
superheroes! I'm about to I'm about to do Batman. Right? You already know. So you gonna have, and then Dr. Hobbs. He all in, man. You already know. We got guest appearances. Johnson High School, the band. So you'll see all of that kind of stuff. We got whips coming in, some antique classics, and you just pull around. Then then the volunteers will put a bit. So clear your trunk out. So they can put that in the back, and then you have to be there with your children to get a head count, and they'll give you a bag, a backpack. All right. So let's give it up, man. Let's give it up, man. This is good stuff,
amazing. Bro. The community is just going overdrive right now.
It's really is.
It's just going overdrive. It's just amazing to see just so many different things going on in the community back to back to back to back to back. There has been no rest. So kudos and shouts out to everyone that has just been doing an amazing job this summer and just making things feel almost close or as close as to normal as possible. So thank you so much for the time and the effort and the thought process and the meeting of the minds that you have had to make so many different things happen in our community, as well as you, because man, you got this big old thing about that you about to bring down and stuff. Like
can I say it after the artist? Can I do that?
Oh, you want to? Okay,
I want to do that after the artist.
I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was gonna be a break. That's why I had to see it that way, because I was like, I knew it was gonna be.
So cue us, man. Cue us some music, man. We got two more huge announcements too before we get our special guest. So, Sister, put us some nice music on. We got a special guest performing for us today. She's a millennial.
Ooh.
I mean, she's top shelf. Like my man said, top hat from Oakland, California. And her name is Miss Teayanna Appling. Now, let me tell you something about Miss Tia. Miss Tia, you might as well get queued up. We about your life. Here's the deal. She was a part of our first Camp Smart program 5 years ago.
Wow.
Now and Dr. Hyman is in the building. She's my co-creator of this whole process we do here. And it was for our kids in the community that couldn't afford to do some of the other camps. And now she's in college. Come on up. Let's put our hands together for Miss Tia. I want her to say,
yes, come on up. That's an amazing story. It's just something about when you can have full circles in life.
I want her to talk before
when your story or your journey just brings you in full circle.
Yeah, it's full circle.
Full circle. Because I met you when I was 7, 8 years old, and now I'm in my late 30s, and I'm sitting right next to you working with you now. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. Come on up.
Come on, wait. Go to the mic. Come on, y'all. Put together for Miss Tia, man. Come on. What's up? All right, let's get her mic right. Because we got to see. I'm going to move over to the other side so we can get this little brief interview in. Yeah. You there? Okay, you got to talk to the mic.
Hi, guys.
Miss Tia, she started with us a long time when we first started doing the initiative for summer camp.
I did, yes.
Now, so where are you now? College? You're not even in high school. You didn't finish high school now, right?
Yes, I did.
You got to talk to the mic.
Don't shy away from the mic. The mic is your friend. It's your friend.
It's your friend. It's gonna sound good. When
I'm gonna call you out on it.
This is what we do.
Yeah, you didn't know I was going to be like this. You didn't know. She was like, who is this person now? Where's he coming from? He was not like this before the show started.
And she was even more quieter than this, y'all. And now, so tell us where you going to school at?
Okay. Currently, I'm about to be a junior, I believe. Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait. Junior in college?
Junior in college. So
come on, wait a minute.
Hold on. So I got a question here. So I'm new to the Camp Smart thing, right? So what are the age group of Camp Smart? When does that start?
It starts ages 9. Really was 10, but we've getting them at 9 years old, from 9 to 15. And we started this 5 years ago. Dr. Hyman is in the building. She was like, she taught me, she was like, and I hated, let me tell you something, I hated writing. I hated writing, creative writing, English, speaking well. I hated it. It was because of Dr. Hyman that she created a love for lyrics and words and rhymes.
All right.
Now look at me years later.
Yeah.
And the same thing.
Yeah.
Miss Tia. So go ahead. So what's your major?
I'm an English major.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh, you talking about full circle? So now I can understand the whole energy that she had coming in. Was like, I can't believe I'm back. This is where it all started.
Okay.
I can't believe this. Like she's gonna write about this. I know she's gonna write about this.
She's a poet though too.
Oh yes, that's a poem that's about to happen about this. There's a whole that's about to happen. She's probably gonna be on TikTok, all of this, and just be like, "Oh my god, y'all! Just guess what just happened to me today?" Yes, I see it all.
And this year for our Camp Smart, she was one of our assistant to the director for the camp.
All right.
She teaches what? What did you teach them?
Teach art.
What else? What else? She teaches something else.
Animation.
And did y'all hear that?
Animation. So she's making history. So if you study English and then now you're in anime, I think you're going to be writing some scripts or something too.
She wrote. They did a script. They did a movie.
Oh my God! So it's just making history. Just history.
I like how the market is opened up for black anime and all.
It really is.
Yes, there's a huge market opening up for that,
Yeah.
and it's starting to go crazy.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to take a time and just say thank you. And you know, this is my heart here, man. When I first met her, she was like, I don't want to be here. Now she is top bill, grade slaying. She's slaying academically. She's being called from local, even in the city, they want her at different places. So I don't know where she go into. She almost out of here. And internship. I mean, she's amazing. Without any further ado, we're going to ask you to do one selection. We get our other guests up, then you can come back and bless us one more time. So let's put our hands together for Miss.
Yep, you got to close out the show. Woo! Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so this song that I wrote is called Just Breathe. I wrote it around the start of the pandemic, I believe. So it was ages ago. But it's just a little pick-me-up, I guess. So I hope you guys like it. I see you with your head hung low, and every move you make is slow, and I don't know what you're going through. Just know I'll be right here for you. Just breathe. I know these times are tough and you're giving up, so just breathe. I know you'll find a way, make it through the day, and you'll be okay, so just breathe. Just breathe. Another sunrise across the sky, so unfurl those wings and learn to fly. 'Cause I know there's nothing that you can't do. Just know I'll be right here for you. Just breathe. I know these times are tough and you're giving up, so just breathe. I know you'll find a way, make it through the day, and you'll be okay, so just breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Woo! Wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
drop. Hey, go ahead. You gotta drop a beat under that. Come on. Play that again. Play that vibe. Yo, that is so dope, man. That's come on. Y'all supposed to do.
I heard something like a calypto type beat with it. Like,
hey man, put something together. Let's do something fun. Like, you know, this is where we introduce our next speaker. Our special. Just breathe. Okay, Miss Tia, set it up.
Just breathe. I know these times are tough and you're giving up. Just breathe. I know you'll find a way, make it through the day, and you'll be okay. So just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. I know these times are tough and you're giving up. Just breathe. I know you'll find a way, make it through the day, and you'll be okay. So just breathe. Just breathe.
I got something for you. Now take the time to flip the B, the I, the B, the L, the E, constantly pause. Breathe, just breathe. Listen to the HD, Holy Ghost. Now he's the way, the truth, the light, makes everything bright. tells you what you need to do and where you need to fight. If you need to chill, G, Dr. Dre, the drummer, what you say? Help me say.
I really don't have much to say. Only that she just gave you the tools how to deal with anxiety. All you have to do is just breathe.
Just breathe. I know these times are tough and you're giving up. So just breathe. I know you'll find a way, make it through the day, and you'll be okay. So just breathe. Just breathe.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah. The remix live. The remix live.
What's good?
Remix live. Okay, that's how you feeling today.
Hey, that's how we feeling today.
You just feeling all tight. You just letting go today, huh? You just letting it all go. But real talk, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk, ladies and gentlemen. If you heard that second verse that she did, she said, you just got to stop and realize. But those are really, she gave you really simple tools of how to deal with anxiety. If you have to just stop and pause, take a deep breath, then you'll be able to move forward in what you're doing. Amazing song.
Come on,
to you.
All right, so Tia, you might as well just, since this is the announcement, I might as well do the announcement. Two announcements.
Yeah, you might. I told you. I knew.
So God opened up a huge door where we were approved to do our first citywide community festival, music and arts festival. So it's called the Good Music and Arts Festival. 100% family friendly.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Not too many times around the city where you can use that percentage. You know what I'm saying? So what was that percentage again?
100%.
Huh.
From the vendors, what they're selling.
Ooh.
To the food vendors.
Ooh.
To the beverages.
Ooh.
To the citywide state funds. All the way to the acts. No profanity, no explicits. You can be grandma with a 2-year-old to someone who's a big hip hop or a rock star. It's going to be a cross section of music from gospel to clean R&B, old school, including hip hop, conscious. We got 3 national acts coming. Next level.
Dope.
Next level.
And this is coming right here to the Rocket City?
To the Rocket City.
Hold on. Okay,
and
so
guess where it's going to be?
I was just about to.
I wonder
where it's going to be too, because I was just about to ask that question. I was like, something that big, where you going to put that at the Rocket City that's just growing so fast? That's like number 3 right now. I'm just saying.
Number 3 in the city, in the United States.
Yeah, number 3. I'm just saying, where are we going to have enough room to have something this big happen? Tell us where this is going to be.
Big Spring Park East.
What? Oh!
Where?
Big Spring Park
East.
The big part.
Yep. We're all they had the big corporate stuff over there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. 36-foot stage. Hello. Praise God. Praise God. All because we just have to be, again, once we let people know that you can do good things.
Yes.
God is the author and finisher of our faith.
Mm-hmm.
He says every good and perfect gift comes from him.
All right.
1 Corinthians 10:31 said, whatever you do, eat, drink, blah, 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 do all to the honor
and the glory
of God.
Oh, glory. See, I'm trying not to hold my mule like I did last night. I was holding my mule last night. Well, I'm just saying, I'm trying.
You was hell. You went crazy on them.
I did. I was good.
Yeah.
I was trying to be good.
10 minutes. So listen, we want to, if you want to know more about it, if you could throw up our email up, that would be great. Professor X, you can get in touch with us at nomoredirty.org. Shout out to, I'm excited, or shout out to Huntsville Utilities we're going to have a huge kid station. I'm talking about a huge, where kids can have, it's going to be dope.
Nice.
And then you can still be able to do something for the families. Literally. When I say it's going to be dope, it's going to be dope. And it's just, and guess what? It's free.
Ooh.
Don't cost nothing.
See.
It's free. And they get gift bags, and we have sponsors, of course, if you want to be one of those. want to be a sponsor, if you want to
salute to the sponsor.
Yeah, man, seriously. So shout out
this is a big deal. When is all this gonna happen? Because this is really
the
big.
Sunday after Labor Day, so we don't compete or interfere with what's already. So it's the week after Labor Day. It's September the 12th, Sunday, September the 12th, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
All right, sound like a plan.
That's so perfect.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have 4 DJs, one from the East Coast, one from the West, from the South. You already know DJ Sam Smite, the #1 gospel in DJ.
Yeah,
nice.
So we're gonna have a cross spectrum of just what good looks like.
Put this on my calendar.
And then John Moore is presenting. He's presenting 5 amazing artists, cross-cultural art, ethnic. Dr. Hyman, we got a whole piece on social justice and how faith in God and speaking truth became what we do today.
All right,
man, this is going to be an amazing.
But musically, it's a music journey.
Yeah,
it's a music journey tour.
Music journey with history and
music,
education.
Yeah,
man, family and what Big Spring
and gonna have resources there. So we'll have so many nonprofits, so many profit based small businesses.
All right,
and even those that are vendors, food vendors, we want them to provide the best Southern, but try and keep it as healthy as possible.
Yeah. That sounds like
because it's black and brown. We're dying from diabetes and high blood pressure. We got to figure something out.
That's right. No
slave diet. There you go. We about to do something good.
I mean, there's one food truck that I really like, but I ain't gonna say nothing right now. No.
All right, so let's introduce our guest, man. Yo. I am pumped about our special guest. This guy is super unique.
Very.
So you have some music, man. Go ahead, do what you do.
Very.
Get in.
Yeah, I feel like I got to do the whole thing because this one was very, 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 very unique. I usually don't get to read bios like this one, but this one was very, very cool to read. Okay. Very cool to read.
Hey, wait. You know what we forgot? We got our international sponsor. We cannot forget.
We can.
A drug-free world.
Okay.
That's our international sponsor. So we want to make sure that we keep them included. So let's go to this video, and then after that, let's do that because they're out of LA, and they keep us with the substance abuse programs for free.
Yes,
that we're able to provide. So we want to keep that. So here it is. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get our guests up. All right, bet that.
Dust off whippets, nitrous oxide, air fresheners,
air duster,
NOS, markers, butane, inhalants.
It kills brain cells, it lowers IQ, it makes you into a zombie.
Inhalants are toxic things that people use to get a quick high. There are more than 1,000 household products that people use as inhalants to get high.
Most commonly used in the U.S. are shoe polish, glue,
poppers,
gasoline,
lacquer thinner,
lighter fluid, nitrous oxide,
other paint solvents, and dust off.
Poppers and whippets, which you can pick up at a club or concert, contain really poisonous chemicals that can permanently damage your body and brain.
In the long run, it can hurt your body. It can cause damage to your intestinal tract and stuff like that. That cuts off the oxygen to your brain. It kills your brain cells.
It even says on the labels, like, do not inhale. You could die from inhaling this. Like, on the labels of Dust Off, it causes heart attacks, causes this and that. And it's not like heroin or like meth or any of those drugs where it will, eventually you'll gain a tolerance for it and you'll just be addicted and you'll just be trapped by it and you just keep doing it until you die. If you did it enough, you just die.
Like, a lot of kids die with it still in their mouth because you just don't know when it's too much.
I did the whippets, I did like air freshener cans, like dust off for like computer equipment and stuff.
Spray paint in a paper bag. Inhale it through a shirt because you don't want the Freon to get in your throat.
With the whipped cream, you just push the top part and inhale the air when the whipped cream comes out.
People put it in a balloon and you inhale it, exhale and re-inhale it through the balloon.
Or you could just like puff it straight out of a can or whatever it came in. I'd have to say I was probably 13.
I think I was 14 or 15.
I was 15.
My friends and I were sitting behind a dollar store. I just showed up because I knew that was like a hangout spot. We would go there and drink or smoke marijuana. And they were all sitting around a circle just inhaling butane, like lighter fluid. I was like, what are you guys doing? We're inhaling. It's kind of new. I don't know. Cool.
Someone just discovered it, I guess, through somebody else and then brought it up. Honestly, we had nothing else to do.
I went to a rave with one of my friends. There was a guy sitting in his car with a tank. Just pretty much asked me if I wanted some, so I said sure. He filled up a balloon and gave it to me.
He called it devil in a can. He said it'll blow your mind. It did. It was bad.
After I did it the first time, it only took maybe 2 to 3 days before I started doing it again.
When I first started doing it, it was like really exciting. So spend another hour or two just going through all the different cans in the house.
What's so addicting about it is you just feel the rush instantly. It just hits you immediately.
After I inhaled the whole balloon, I couldn't hear a thing. All I heard was wah, 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 wah in my head. People were talking to me, but I couldn't make out a single word.
I'd want to do it right away again because the high would go away so fast.
For 20 seconds, you have a false happiness.
So you want to get right back into it.
The whole goal is to be high, so you just do it, like want it right away again.
I wanted to do it again.
So you have to keep doing it over and over and over again.
I was doing it every single day. I was addicted to it, for sure.
I passed out.
And me and my friends passed out a lot.
Been passed out for quite a while, like a few minutes. 5 minutes.
I passed out in my house a few times.
Pass out. I was just in bed. I'd pass out and I'd wake up every 10 minutes or every hour. And as soon as I'd wake up, I'd search for it. And I'd do it again.
And I would do it to the point where I would pass out every single time on purpose.
When you pass out, you wake up and you don't remember what happened.
You have like no sense of thought, so you tripping over things and always ending up hurt somehow, falling, shortness of breath. Like, it would make my chest hurt after a while.
When you're coming down off of it, you get a foamy mouth and everything tastes weird.
I'd get sick when I came down off a high. My stomach would hurt and I'd have a headache, feel really lightheaded.
I couldn't even see. I would just focus on the ringing because your head will start ringing. It's not like you could read a sign or go get a glass of water. It's just like you had to sit down and just wait for it to stop.
I almost say like paranoia, confusion. And depending how much you do, you get really nauseous.
I just felt completely dead. Like I knew I didn't have any brain cells left.
Probably the worst migraine you could ever have in your entire life, where it feels like your brain is bleeding because it's hurting so bad.
It's like, that's it. Until it's over, you're just a vegetable.
So it's kind of like a never-ending cycle to where you'd be, never ends.
It was me and 3 other friends. And we were huffing in a car, and the driver was huffing too. She had just taken a hit, and she drove into a tree, and none of us were wearing our seatbelts. I had a friend end up in the hospital from it because she just didn't wake up.
I was bored. Did it once, I did it again. Did it a third time, and then I passed out. The next thing I remember, I'm running down the street, barefoot and just pair of shorts on. No idea where I was going. And somehow made it to my friend's house, and he drove me back to my car. There were cops there, and I had hit a tree, huge tree, messed up my car. I was stupid enough to ruin a $10,000 piece of machinery just for 2 minutes of being high.
I inhaled a bunch of dust off, and then got in the shower, and I knocked myself out, fell over, hit my head on the bathtub spout, and then I woke up. Stupidly enough, did it again, inhaled it, got back in the shower and fell over again. I was bloody and it's just stupid.
I inhaled it and I fell backwards, hit my head on the concrete and was out. And then woke up and the back of my head was bleeding. There was blood all over my back and my shirt and all over the place. And my friends were all like, "Whoa, that was awesome." They thought it was cool. I thought it was like, wow, I'm cool now because I'm bleeding. And my friends are giving me approval because I'm bleeding and in pain. Good friends.
I've heard from many other friends who, one was inhaling Freon, and he took 2 hits, and then that was it. And now he's dead. I do have trouble breathing. I can't run upstairs. If I do, I'm on the verge of passing out because I'm out of breath. I still have memory problems with it because it severely messed up my memory. Can't remember faces like I used to. I don't have clear images anymore.
I'm learning at a slower rate than I was 2 years ago.
It does affect the way your ability to learn. It's really hard to see it at the time. You don't realize the toll it's taking on your body.
I had no idea it would cause this much pain and suffering and trauma on myself.
It really messes you up. They're irreversible. to the body.
Just based on the fact that so many people die from it, I would say don't do it. Because it's not worth losing your life over, a 30-second high from a $5 can of compressed air is just not worth all the trouble that it causes.
Oh, it would have been nice to know a lot more. I wouldn't have done what I did.
Basically not worth it. I've seen people die. I've almost died myself a couple times. And just for that quick euphoria, there's so many better things in life.
It's all fun and games, but it's really dangerous. Kids dying from it with the can still in their hand. There's no point to it.
It's really dangerous. It's probably more severe than some of the most dangerous street drugs out there.
I mean, all you're doing, in the time you're doing drugs, you're destroying your life, you're destroying your body, you're destroying your soul. But during the time, you think everything's fine. But that's completely false and fake and not true.
Man, bro.
I had a couple of questions. Like I wanted to know if I heard correctly.
Okay.
He said his friend took a couple of shots, a couple of hits of Freon.
Freon.
Did he say that for real?
He said that.
No, he really did say that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This, I think what's amazing, guys, and studio audience, is how quick it and how easy it is to grab something, purchase something out of the store, $3, pneumonia, some type of whatever, mix it up, and then try it only to destroy yourself and may even die in the process.
Bill said he passed out and started bleeding, and his friends was like really stoked about that. I'm still trying to put my mind around that. It's like, how is that a good time? Like, how is losing your memory and stuff is a good time? I'm not.
You wake up and you're bleeding. You're not your body.
I'm not understanding. I don't get it.
I think
Parents.
Yeah,
no,
man.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying. So parents, always make sure you have these hard conversations. They make you feel uncomfortable because you probably didn't have to deal with this type of stuff. But today, information is everywhere, so you have to inform yourself about what your children or what everyone is being peer pressure to, or how they can, it's so accessible now than it probably was many years before. So always be willing to have that hard conversation and pay attention to cues too. If something comes up missing, there's a reason why it's gone. It just didn't come up missing. I'm just saying we grew up in the era like, all right, such and such is coming over. Make sure everything's put up.
Correct.
I love him. I love them.
But it's gonna be gone.
But just make sure we ain't watching no TV or nothing though.
Yeah.
It's
funny. My middle school age children was telling me it was a drug problem at their school. And I remember when I was young, we didn't hear talk like that.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Well, when I was teaching, it was like that. We would find kids in the supply room getting zooted in the high, and that it could rush them and get their stomach pumped. I mean, but this is happening because again, if you're not having a conversation like you said, or if you're not just checking in and saying, "Hey, how was your day?"
Right.
Taking time to have a quality time, family time, whatever that looks like, mommy time, daddy time, stepfather time, whoever, whatever.
Right.
But if you're not having that conversation, know that somebody else is having it.
Definitely.
And remember, the opportune word is what? Money. So if I can sell you some that I can buy at Walmart for 50 cents and I lace it with something and then charge you $10 or $20, I mean, they don't care about us.
Nah.
They don't really care about us like Michael Jackson said.
I already knew you was about to go there. It went straight to my mind too.
So at the end of the day, I want you to take the time to hang out or call 211 on your cell phone, just on your cell phone, put 2-11 and then save it. It's the Crisis Services of North Alabama. No judgment. You can call. And let me just tell you, there's a 211 all over the country. Every city, every county, every state has their own 211. And that is always a crisis number. 411 is information. 911 is emergency. Crisis right now is a 211 number. And anytime, if we can help, give us a call, email us, come by the spot. You can call them and they'll actually come in and get you, man, and help you. All right. So we just want to make sure you know. And shout out again to a drug-free world for all their support. They're all over the place. 15 years in the game, and they are graciously allowed us to be a part. All right, what's up? Let's get this going.
All right, let's go ahead and get inside this bio, this really good bio. Let me lend me your ear for a second. Antonio McGinnis, Tony, received his Bachelor of Science degree in Liberal Arts in Journalism from Texas A&M University in August of 1995. That was a really great year. While at Texas A&M, Tony was a member of the men's basketball team and was a 4-year letterman. In 2012, Tony received a master's degree in public administration from Strayer University. Tony is currently the executive director / the CEO of the Huntsville Housing Authority located in Huntsville, Alabama. The Housing Authority's mission is to develop and preserve a high standard of safe, affordable housing for qualifying individuals and families free from discrimination. HHA believes housing is a basic need and a foundation for a successful life. I believe in that too. HHA's dedicated staff, along with community partners, will promote neighborhood revitalization, self-sufficiency, and assist our families in achieving long-term economic success and a sustained high quality of life. Having grown up having grown up in public housing, Antonio found himself drawn to the Boys and Girls Club, which is his current passion. He also enjoys coaching and mentoring. In June of 2012, Antonio was inducted into the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, and in August of 2012, he was named Young Professional of the Year by the Huntsville-Madison County Chamber of Commerce. That is such amazing. Some of Antonio's fondest memories are from his high school years spent at Butler High School, where he was recently named one of the 25 athletes of school history. In 1991, Antonio was named city MVP in basketball and awarded first team All-State honors. Always a leader and ball player, Antonio took his love of the game to Oakwood University, and in 2012, as the head coach, he took the Oakwood University men's basketball team to the United States Collegiate Athletic Association Championship, becoming the third coach in the state of Alabama to win a collegiate national championship in basketball. Yes. You already know I was going to stop right there. There's only three. And he's one of them.
And he's in our building
right now. Man, I need an autograph. I'm just saying. I just need an autograph. Can I just get an autograph? That's all I want. He currently resides in Madison, Alabama, and is married to Mitzi Wade McGinnis. Together, they have 3 sons, Kendall, AJ, and Ian. Antonio is a published author. Man, he just does everything. Do he have time to sleep? I just don't know. His first book, entitled The Game is Deep, is a book geared to help athletes, parents, coaches, and fans deal with the stresses that come with playing the game of basketball. That is I need to get that one. I need to read that. That sounds good.
And you got a little son too, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I need that nigga get that. Yes. His second book, Life in the Bricks, chronicles the life he and his 3 brothers as they fought to make it out of the toughest public housing communities in Huntsville, Alabama. That's a story right there in
That's
itself. That's an amazing story in itself.
This one right here is gonna be another whole level.
Yeah, it was. That's why I had to read the whole thing. When I read this, I was like, okay, that's a story. All right, that's another story. All right, that's another story. Yeah, I just got to read this whole thing. I just got to read the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, put your hands together. Even at home, yes, even at home, put your hands together. Give a big round of applause for the man himself. Come on up, Coach Tony McGinnis.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay. Hey.
He's gonna take you to the bank, yo. He's gonna shoot you from the 3, yo. Oh, let me stop. It ain't free throw time. It ain't freestyle.
You got bars, man. You got bars.
You got some bars. I thought bars were like gym shoes. You're supposed to always have it in the trunk, though. Welcome to the session, Bible Beats and Bars. We want to thank you for taking the time out to hang out with us and to just tell us a story, because I know definitely your story and what you do in today's life is definitely going to inspire someone around the world.
So is your mic on? You good? You good? Let's get him set right quick because he's so deep. We got to get this thing. All right, there we go.
Mic check. It's on now.
All right, come on. Let's put our hands together for my man Tony McGinnis.
We like that.
Welcome to the session, man. Welcome to the session. Man, Doc, you've done a lot. A whole lot. Been through a whole lot. Still doing a whole lot. Non-stop doing a lot.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We're gonna come back and deal with your past, you're growing up. But first of all, I'd like for you to tell us a little bit about your passion. Because to see a black man as successful as you have become, and everything has a story, there's always a silver line and there's always a non-one. Why are you so passionate about? Because all through your bio, it was parents, coaching, life, this, that, academics. Except why are you so passionate? Because I think for us, especially black boys and black girls, if we don't really understand how this passion thing works, we just doing stuff and we get bored.
Or how to even tap into
it. We don't even know how to get it. So can you share, man?
Well, first of all, thank y'all for having me on the show, man. I really have enjoyed myself. Definitely will be back, man. This is a great setup, and I think you all have a great show. For me, it's just all about giving back, because that's what happened to me. I had a lot of people pour into me at a young age. I had some awesome parents, and I had some Boys and Girls Club staff at a very young age, growing up in the community that I grew up in, who really allowed me the opportunity to be who I wanted to become. Mm-hmm. And they allowed that, they encouraged it, growing up in the hood, it's awkward to want to be a straight A student, an athlete, but at the Boys and Girls Club and around people who encouraged me, they allowed that growth and they really pushed it.
Wow.
And when you say the hood, you don't use that loosely either. Like you really did grow up in the hood.
So, it's funny, man, because I used to say when I was older that I grew up in Sparkman Homes.
Right.
And the only reason I said Sparkman Homes, because if I knew that if people knew I grew up in Mason Court,
yes, sir.
They would be like, man, I don't know about this dude. But the people who grew up in Mason Court knew that it used to be called Little Vietnam.
Come on.
And not because it was a bunch of Vietnamese people living in the neighborhood. It was a literal war zone back in the early 80s, late 70s. And man, it was really the hood.
Wow. Yeah, I remember when there was 2 entrances. And it was Wild Wild West in the South. You roll in one and keep going all the way around in that big loop. And I remember we used to do outreach, just come in. That's where I got into the hip hop. To be on the corners. Like you see in New York and Chicago, there's always on those 2 corners. And whether it was business or you just chilling or you got bars, that's why we do Bible Beats and Bars. That's how I got that. Because that's what it's about. So, Little Vietnam, let's talk about it, bro. Of course, you got books you've written. We're going to get to that. But your passion, did you know what you wanted to do, or was it because you were around people that poured into you?
Well, first I want to say I remember when Minister Fred and I first met when he was a student at A&M, and I was at the Boys and Girls Club, and I broke his ankles a couple of times.
I believe it too.
Wait, hold on.
I believe it too. That crossover is kind of smooth.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to put this dude out. Hey, listen. Are you funny, yo? Yeah, he had no. Let me tell y'all something, man. Tony had game, man, like out the wazoo, because that's what got him floating. But I remember that because I was working for the Boys and Girls Club, and I had stepped away from school because I wanted to do something in the neighborhood, inner city, the hood, and he come in there with his brother, man. They was tall, man. He was a midget. It was like, what? But I remember those days, and it's just crazy to see how you started and how we, all of us are in these similar spaces. And I think it's important that young people see that because you never really know where you're going to be. And look at Tony, like you're the top of the game. And it's not even basketball, but you were at the top of your game at Boys and Girls Club. You were at the top of your game going into high school. You were at the top of your game going into college. Top at your game getting your master's. Top, all because of, like you said, somebody pouring into. So the question is, did you know what you wanted to do, or did somebody come? Because nowadays, 2021, it's a different day. Kids don't even know what they want.
Well, for me, I wanted to play basketball, man. I thought I was going to play basketball, and that was going to be my career. But what happened is I played basketball. My last year playing professional basketball was in Australia. And
wait, you just skipped from.
Yeah, you skipped some stories there. But it's cool. We'll go back to it. We'll go back to that one because I got some questions on that one. I'm very curious on that one.
I'm going in reverse. So when I played basketball in Australia, I came home for the summer, which I thought I was just going to be home for the summer. And the person who gave me the job really didn't want to give me the job because they knew that I played professional basketball and I could be in and out. And so she wanted a real commitment from me for the summer. And so I made that commitment, but the very next day, my agent called and said, hey, I got an opportunity for you to go to the Philippines to play basketball. And I told him that, man, I've made a commitment to be at the Boys and Girls Club this summer to work with the young people in the neighborhood. And he was like, man, you're going to make more money playing in this summer league than you'll probably make the whole year playing, working at the Boys and Girls Club. And I said, man, I know, but I've made this commitment. I've given my word, so I got to honor that. And so the summer rolls around. The end of the summer is approaching, and I'm playing basketball in a church league. And I end up breaking my foot playing basketball at the church league.
Oh, wow.
And I knew at that particular point that it probably was over. My basketball career. I was still young and I was still entertaining folks. I'll never forget, I was sitting on the couch talking to the Atlanta Hawks about a summer league, knowing good and well I'm not going to be able to go because my foot is broke. But it came to me at that point in time that I'm supposed to be back in the neighborhood. I'm supposed to be in the community, allowing young people to have access to me so that I can help them develop blueprints so that they can make it out. I figured that if I could do it, they could do it as well. And so that's kind of where it started. It started because, I was in a situation that I was kind of forced to go back to the community and be a light in the community that I grew up in.
Wow.
Man, that's I think that happened for a reason, Yeah, I'm just saying the church league. How you gonna break your foot in the church? But I understand it do get a little bit too. It get a little bit too physical in church leagues, Especially when you got some clout to you, Everybody want to be like, man, I can stick him. He ain't gonna do me like that. I can understand. I can understand how physical it get in church league. But just tell us how have some of those lessons that you have learned on the court, how did you take playing sports and convert it into how you maneuver in life? Because again, you just said you told us that basketball was your passion, that was your ticket, that's what you wanted, but somehow, some way, you still created other blueprints based off of your basketball background. How did you still use basketball even though you didn't get to the plateau that you probably wanted to get to, or you turned it down because of the injury?
So when I was in college, finishing up my last year at Texas A&M, what happened to me was I was out one night with some friends, and we were eating dinner at a place, and there was a really famous basketball player. His wife was in the same restaurant, and she was talking about how he was actually sitting at home, depressed, not knowing what his next move was going to be because he had blew his knee out, and it was over. Right. And I started to hear stories about guys who just figure the only thing that they could do was play basketball. When the lights were on, they were in their element, and that was it. And I was thinking to myself, man, could this be me? You know, when the lights are off, am I going to go into this deep, dark depression? And is basketball the only thing that I have left? And I started just kind of jotting some notes down and just thinking about all the things that were good that came out of the game, but then how I could be a blessing to help others understand that there's more to life than just basketball. And I started compiling all these notes, and over a course of years, I put this book together called Life in the Bricks. And in that book, I talk about, The Game is Deep. And I start thinking about how this can be a tool to help parents understand that they can and they don't need to live vicariously through their children. Ooh, because, they want their son or daughter to make it to this professional platform. They push them so hard that they turn them away from the game. Right. I thought about how you don't have to be a jerk to be on the court as a coach. Yeah. I wanted to be a player's coach. I've always wanted to play for somebody like that. So I took that away from it. And then I took away that, one thing that we have to learn as athletes is that you got to leave it all on the table. You can't take shortcuts. You can't cut corners. And that was one of the things that I was able to apply in life. And I still do, because I really believe that if you refuse to take shortcuts, the outcome is going to be outstanding. And so those are some of the things that I took away from the game. And even in the game, you have to learn that there are rules. There are things that you have to abide by in order to be on that next level. And so that's what I was able to do.
So it's interesting that you said, I like the fact that you said, as athletes, you got to leave it all on the table. And sometimes as players, you hear coaches say that, but then you only hear coaches say that when you run a suicides and you see that one player didn't touch the line, didn't go all the way down, touch the line. He's like, no, you want to be a superstar, but this is how you're going to run. You want to do this is how you run. But that's kind of how the same thing in life too. You trying to go get this job, but yet and still you trying to not put all the information in, or you're not trying to do your research or even writing a book. Like you said, over time you compile notes. So, I want to write a book, but you're not taking no notes. I want to do this, but you still, as an athlete, you still have to put those things together, put time in. So let's go to the book, in the bricks. Where did that come about? Why that one so much? And I feel like that's kind of on the baseline of where you grew up too.
For me, with that book, it started once again because I listen to people a lot, and there are so many people intrigued about folks growing up in public housing. I can remember a few of my, and I won't say their names, but they'll probably know who they are. But I can remember some guys who I played college basketball with, and they were just talking about they were from the hood. And, they really was like, man, we're from the hood. And so they took me to their house one day, and I was like, well, they live near the hood. There's a hood in their city, but this is not it. And so that made me start to think, man, there are so many people intrigued in life inside the bricks. So I started writing that book because, one, no matter what neighborhood you come from, there are stories that are similar that people can share. Yeah. Two, there are people who are intrigued on life that goes on because they don't want to go there and see, so they want to read about it. And then 3, they want to know, how can a person make it out of that situation, and what does it take? And so those were the 3 elements of writing that book, is just really trying to help people understand, man, that our stories may be common, whether I'm growing up in Huntsville, Alabama, or whether I'm in California. Public housing is public housing. And then there are people who are intrigued to learn about what takes place in those bricks within any city in the U.S. And then how do you make it out? And so I tried to put together something to help people make it out, but also give you an idea of what an everyday day looks like when you go into these public housing facilities anywhere in the U.S.
Come on, man. Let's put our hands together, man.
This is some good stuff.
So now that you're a published author, what has been the greatest blessing sharing your story through these books, with this book particular?
Man, for me, it's just being able to say, and this probably, way, really bottom level, is that I've done it. I've completed it, that it's done, that I can kind of put it on the shelf and look at it. That's been one of the greatest, because oftentimes you have something in you that stays in you, and you don't have an opportunity to put it out to the world, and to have that put out is a great accomplishment, and that gives me fulfillment. I don't want to sell. Well, I'll take that back. I do want to sell a lot of books, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter. The fact that it's out there and that somebody will pick it up and read it is fulfilling to me.
Come on, man. Y'all put your hands together, man. And you know what? And I was very intentional about asking that, because I agree completely. You can't, how can I put it? It's hard to move on to the next goal when you haven't completed the first one.
Ooh, see, now y'all stepping on some toes right here. Somebody needed this.
Like, it's real. I'm just listening to what you're saying. It's not about the money, though the Benjamins will come. But people support people because they complete things. Legacy is created because you complete the task, and then you give back and teach them how to complete the task. And you've been completing task after task. Powerful, bro.
One of the most powerful phrases or comments I ever heard was somebody tell me, it's the first time you quit, the second time is much easier.
Ooh, okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
Run that back.
Because we got to go there.
Just like, run that back. We'll run that. Run that back. You might need to type that out, put it in quote, whatever. Please say that one again,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, that first time. And so it really made me understand that quitting was not an option, because the first time you do it, the second time is going to be easier. And you can just continue to walk away from things. So I that always stuck with me, that no matter how hard the task is, I might finish it. I might not, get the A, but if I can finish it, then I've done what I needed to do.
Because you can live with yourself as a completer.
Yeah.
Instead of a quitter. So let's go there, because we have some athletes in the building, literally. You're on the court, as you coach. You took Oakwood University's school to the top again, completed. First time ever, because that's my alma mater. I went to A&M at Oakwood.
Well, they did it before me, but I did it.
No, but you did that. The year you did it was another whole level, because it was university status. First of all,
yeah.
So college, no shade, but when you stepped up in the school, you step up in the school. So, had a conversation, interesting conversation And the question was, what do you do when you have anxiety and you on the court? You kill usually, and you get overwhelmed by anxiety, or maybe how do you channel that and finish the game?
The game, and this sounds so cliche-ish, but the game doesn't start when the horn goes off. The game starts at practice.
Come on.
So you overcome those anxieties by doing what you need to do at practice. Because now you talk about that muscle memory, it just comes natural. So I got a son who plays basketball, and this is just a plug to him at the University of Cincinnati. And his name is
AJ. Yeah, little brother is proud of that one. Little brother's proud of that one.
Wait. You got to go ahead and say it so we can put the clap on it.
Yeah,
you know what
AJ
I mean?
McGinnis,
Come on,
University
y'all,
of
give it up for his
Cincinnati.
son. Yeah, 'cause he rocking right now.
he
man.
been
So I used to tell him all the time, and I tell him this now as well. When you practice hard, the game becomes easy.
Wow.
When you practice hard, the game becomes easy. And you can take that into life. You know, when you do something and you go 100 at it,
yeah,
then, you know, when the lights turn on, it's easy.
Just going through the muscles.
And I think that's amazing you said that, Tony, because then you don't see the opposite team as a threat. You see them as another step up.
When I played, the one thing that was in my mind all the time is I know this guy's not working harder than I am.
Right. First of all,
So that gave me confidence. I know he's not doing what I'm doing now. If I'm sitting at the home trying to get better by playing PlayStation or whatever, then I needed to worry. But because I know that I had the work ethic, I wasn't concerned. Now, if I lose, then the guy must have been outworking me, so he deserved to win. But if I cheated the game, then that was on me.
Wow.
So I've always thought that the way to approach it is not to cheat it.
Wow.
You know what's so amazing about this conversation right now is because you have a religious background when it comes to sports. And I grew up in a time to where religion.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Let me interject. Not religion. You got a faith background.
Faith background. You're right.
Let's
Faith
check
background.
it because
Yes.
religion is this is what my form, your form. No. Because we're gonna get in trouble with that.
Facts.
Because if it ain't faith driven, it's suspect. Okay,
Facts.
go ahead. And there's no, I just want y'all to know that because people want to argue this denomination. No. Faith. You have a faith background.
Facts. And with the era that I grew up in, it wasn't too look upon to play sports. And it's crazy enough that you have found that you have taken some great life lessons from sports and actually put it into action to where it's putting you into the place where you are today. What would you tell some parents that say that sports can't teach you nothing, or I don't know, why do you love sports? What can you learn for sports? What do you tell that parent to that child that is trying to get that type of what's the organization, for lack of a term, for real quick? What do you tell a parent to that probably have those negative questions about sports?
Great question.
And I think that comes from us thinking that competition is wrong. But what we have to understand is that our children are going to compete in everything that they do for the rest of their life. I just didn't become the executive director of the housing authority. I had to compete with everybody else who put in a resume. And so for me, competition just breeds other competition. It brings out the best in all of us. Now, there's healthy competition.
Yes.
And there's competition that is unhealthy. I can remember being a freshman in high school, and I was a maniac on the basketball court. My dad looked at me and said, if you want to continue playing this game, you're going to have to tone it down some. Because it's one thing to be competitive, but it's another thing to just lose your mind. And so I had to figure out a balance. And I think that's the key word, is helping parents understand that there needs to be a balance. And even with my son now, I tell him to work, both my sons, tell them to work, but have balance.
Yeah.
You know, life is not just all about sports. You got to have a balance in everything you do.
Okay, so let's do the plug, shameless plug. How can they get your book, your books? And we just talking about one. We got to get to the other one.
Well, you know, I wrote The Game is Deep years and years ago. So I'm figuring out a way, and I'm gonna figure out a way to get it republished so that it can go on the Amazon. But Life in the Bricks, you can get it on Amazon.
Okay.
You can get it in digital or paperback or whatever, but it's on Amazon. Life in the Bricks. 10 lessons on how to make it out the hood.
Okay, so y'all got that Amazon
10 lessons
Life
on
in
how
the
to make it
Bricks.
out the
So
hood.
let's do this. I need everybody that's checking this, a lot of y'all to watch us every week. We talk about this all the time. And, you know, I am a component, everybody on this stage. We talk about supporting each other, buying black, buying brown, and buying back. Go to Amazon.com. Look up, is it under your first name or your
Antonio McGinnis.
Antonio McGinnis. I'm thinking.
He gave you an alias. He gave you that S.
No, I'm thinking I went Shakespeare on him.
Right.
But Antonio McGinnis, throw that up there on the screen. Thank you, Professor. Go to their Amazon and support.
No, not support. Make this the #1 selling right now. You
That's
know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
Let's end this one out strong.
That's what's up.
End the year out strong. Make this a Christmas gift. Somebody, an
Christmas in
athlete.
July.
You know what? You know what, coaches? If there's some coaches watching this, make this your team reading right here.
If you're
make
a
this your
parent,
team read right
No,
here.
let's go even deeper. If you're a parent and you have kids that are athletes, or they think they're athletes, or they've been involved in athleticism, go to this website. Go online and just get the book. Make it your Sabbath donation.
You know what? I got another one for you.
Okay,
If
go
you
ahead,
are a
Doug.
teacher and you're having a hard time with the athletes in your class and you're trying to get them to read something, hey, get them this book right here.
'Cause you already know they wow.
And they will probably get that grade if they read it. It's up to them after that. But there you go, teacher. You can meet them in the middle with this book right here.
All right, cool. So you got it? So we plugging that. So everybody, and I want you all to respond by saying, hey, got it, done, complete. Go ahead and let us know that you vibe with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on the actual YouTube channel. No More Dirty I and C. All right. So we're going to do a wrap up, but now that you're an author, you're now working in housing, which is a very interesting dichotomy for me, because we met at my graduation and you were like, dude, you know this, be about this. And I remember watching your transition from there at housing, because you worked for housing before. Let's talk about that journey. And now what your goals is and making a difference, because you're from Little Vietnam, the bricks, all the great things that are happening. And I think this is the other side of the story that a lot of times you don't hear about Black success. So let's talk about the Black success in terms of progress. Not in terms of cash, bling, bling, how many houses and cars. That's just a given when you have the wealth to do it. Not riches, but wealth. So let's talk about that journey, man.
Well, for me, the journey started when I broke my foot, and I started at the Boys and Girls Club. Did that for about 9 years. Worked at the Boys and Girls Club in the neighborhood that I grew up in, literally right across the street from the apartment that I grew up in. And again, I wasn't angry or frustrated, because I knew there were some young people who needed me to be there, and the community really. And I embraced that. So after about 9 years at the Boys and Girls Club, I went to the Housing Authority. And I felt like my territory kind of increased, because now I'm not necessarily focusing on the kids in Sparkman Homes or Mason Court. I'm responsible for kids all across the inner city who live in public housing. So after maybe 5 years of working at the public housing at the Huntsville Housing Authority, I felt that there was a need for me to go and to kind of get some executive level leadership. So I became the executive director of Harris Home for Children. And I did that for 7 years.
Come on now.
That
and that's, again, you're filling a niche market.
Mhm.
It's not just moving up to get this money. You're still helping kids
Right.
that have a need that's sometimes not met.
Right.
Or many times not met.
So, my goal there was to really just dive into their mission. I really didn't know much about the foster care system, but when I got there, I was able to learn so much and realize that there was a need, a real need in the state of, in this city for families to take care of children who are in foster care. And so I did that for about 7 years and had some really good times, and did workforce development for a couple of years with the Boys and Girls Club, kind of went back to there. And then when the opportunity presented itself, next month, it'll be 2 years since I've been back at the housing.
Wow.
So.
Amazing.
And so at this point, sitting in the driver's seat, if you please, why is it so important now?
Going back to me being, it's funny, about 10 years, no, I guess it was about 10 years. Well, yeah, about 10 years ago, my high school had its 20-year reunion, which this year is 30.
Wow. Wow.
But is it? Well, anyway, but it just, it is 30. Wow. But there was a time capsule that was unveiled. And in that time capsule, we started reading what other people thought we would be doing.
Wow.
And it was amazing to me that most of my peers said that Tony McGinnis would be helping people when he grows up.
Wow.
They didn't say he'd be playing professional sports or anything like that, that he'll be helping people. And so for me to be back in this position, in this space, it's all about helping people become self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King talked about the 3 evils of this world: the evil of racism, the evil of war, and the evil of poverty. And if we can help people overcome poverty here in this city, then I think we'll be on our way to really freeing some people.
Yeah.
One less evil.
One less evil. And so what we have to do right now is really position families so that they can become self-sufficient. So we can really start to help some of these extreme cases of people who need assistance. My goal is to work myself out of a job. Will that happen? I don't think so. But if I work hard enough, we'll be able to help so many more people who come behind, because 1, we'll have the blueprint, and 2, we'll start connecting the dots so that everybody can have a seat at the table. Because I believe that if families have a seat at the table and we can force legislation to help people find jobs that make a livable wage, we will really be number 3 in the country when it comes to city.
Correct.
Because oftentimes we see this city of Huntsville as a great place, but everybody's not represented. And now what we have to do as a housing authority is make sure that our people have a seat at the table.
Wow. Come on now. Put your hands together.
Preaching.
Bro. And I think that's it. Ultimately, that's a great way to wrap this up. I have probably one more question. First of all, thank you for being so intentional. Facts. The only way, let me just look straight ahead. The only way you can see the greatest amount of success is living an intentional life. You have lived an intentional life and you still continue. No matter what seat you're sitting in, whether it's the front of the seat, the middle seat, passenger, or the back seat. And our prayer is that you'll continue to do that and allow God to lead you. So I want to relieve this. Let me just do 2. One is I would like for you to speak to our parents around the world, especially the ones that are watching locally in our city. I want you to speak to them and to their head and their heart in terms of you can do more than what you think. What would you say to a parent who is struggling to be self-sufficient, really wants to do it, can do it, but there's a lot of obstacles being in the brick. When the brick whether it's Mason Court, whether it's BT, whether it's Northwoods, Meadow Hills, whatever it is, what should the parent or the guardian do themselves that can help their entire family, beginning with them, become self-sufficient and reach those goals?
I'll say it like this, and I'm not sure who said it the first time, but I believe it was a statement that changed my life. And it's simply, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten.
I got you. Yeah.
We got to do things different.
Yeah.
We got to get outside of our comfort zones, because most people want to be average. They want to be a 7. They want to be the best of the worst, but the worst of the best. They want to be right there in the middle.
Wow.
So what we have to teach people to do is really to just strive for greatness, and, keep fighting and keep striving and doing something different.
I love that, because at the end of the day, average is just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, average is just waking up and having breath in your body. Feel me on that.
You was born for more than that.
Exactly. And I think everything you said, Tony, is living average is below your even worth. God created you the apple of his eye, if you're a female. You're the crowning act of all glory. So there's no reason to live a average life. Just education.
Mm-hmm.
Just breathing and not being in a real bad situation. You got to be the queen that you have always been preordained to be. He didn't wake you up and he didn't create a woman and every time a brother see you, he just going cuckoo. That ain't average. You on 10, you on 10. I want her. That's a 10. That ain't a 7, ain't a 6, that ain't a 5, ain't a 3, ain't a 2. Kings. You were never created to be a slave. So whether that's mentally, educationally, economically, you're seeing this. Tony did the work. He went on and made sure he had the grades. You're not going to keep a scholarship. You're not going to be looked at if you're making D's and F's. You just, that's less than average. Average is a C.
I don't even think that's even cool anymore.
It's not even cool.
I've actually had the privilege to listen to young people talk in their element, and they actually be like, bro, you ain't make no B, you ain't make no A.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what you doing? Like, who make D's anymore? Like, it's so amazing to hear that. And I was like, we was joking on other stuff, but now that kind of hits home when you kind of joking on grades now. Like, that's a whole nother level. So I still commend everybody for taking that level, because holding someone to a standard like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. You to hang with us, you got to make some. Yeah, we can have some fun, but you still got to make some good grades too. You still got to do it.
That's it.
The completion part, though, I know I won't be the A student, but that getting the job done part.
There you go.
You pass to the next level. At Super Mario level. You know what I'm saying?
So the final question is, we always want to do a spiritual application because we do believe that success is a spiritual journey. It is a spiritual key. How were you, or how were you able to incorporate your spirituality or your faith, whether that was playing ball, whether that's now sitting in an executive CEO seat, but you got to get stuff done. How do you, spiritually, how do you find the balance and find the success in your success in knowing the God you serve while being Mr. McGinnis at the table and not taking no yeah. Because there's people listening and they're like, I love God, but I need to compromise. I love God, but I'm going to just not look that way and turn my back. I'm going to love God, but I'm going to put this on the grant when I should not, just to get it. Because now you're talking about billions and trillions of dollars sitting in your seat. You're not talking about hundreds of thousands of million. We're talking about billions and trillions for the next 20 years with a strategic plan for the next 30 years with a city that's number 3, and we still got poverty.
I'll say it like this. When I first took over as the executive director, I was a little nervous. And even today, I'm nervous because I know I don't have all the answers. But I was listening to some motivational speaking, and Miles Monroe said one of the greatest books that he ever had read, he came across this: lean not into thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct thy path. And that just totally changed the game for me, because I know that every day that I go into a place, I'm not the one doing the driving. I'm just in the car. And if I allow the Holy Spirit to lead me, then it's going to work. There's no question, no doubt. So even when things get rough and tough, I know that I'm being led. My wife, we used to talk about the struggles we had at some of the other places, in leadership places, and she would always say, that place is led by God. You're going to be okay. And so when I go into my office, I even had some elders from the church come and anoint my office and anoint the place that we do work, because I know it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
And so I just try to allow the Lord to lead me. I'll say this in closing. You know, there was we have to do these professional development classes, and you know, from time to time we'd read, and you know, when COVID hit, we'll start doing things online. And I can remember, man, not putting in the work, or you know, not really doing what I needed to do at this particular time. And so I said, I'm gonna cheat on this test. And the Holy Spirit said, but you want me to lead you. And man, it just smacked me in the face. I put the book down. I said, I'm gonna let the Lord take this one for me. I passed the test. And ever since then, I've been allowing the Lord to just lead me, knowing that, man, I'm not afraid. I'm just gonna go in here and just been knocking it out the park, because I know I'm not the one.
He's swinging. He's just swinging.
I'm just stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, that's sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he's knocking it out the park for me.
Come on, man. Y'all put your hands together for my man, Tony McGinnis. And again, we want to say thank you for taking time to be transparent, professional, but transparent. And we're excited about it. You know, I'm glad to be a part of the team always. But continue in our prayer. We definitely going to pray for you, because we here at the session, we try our best to be led not just by the Holy Spirit, but creatively. So you get church, you get vibe, you get hip hop, you get everything in this space, because that's what you get when you with God. You get it all, and you can still be who you are. So our prayer is that you will continue to do what you do, seeking Him, and just be open to what He's done, because you killing the game, bro. And you one of the youngest in the whole public housing industry, top 5 in the nation, and then we in the city top 3 in the nation. What? You know what I mean? So again, let's put our hands together for my man Tony McGinnis. All right, you can stay where you are. We're gonna wrap this. We're gonna ask our guests to come back up. Miss Tia, why don't you close us out?
Yeah, you gotta give us. You thought we forgot?
You didn't think we forgot?
She thought she was like, yes, I don't have to do one more. Yes,
that ain't happening.
Nah.
And if it's dope, we gonna drop a freestyle beat on with your joint.
Yeah, come on, heal the world. You can't
Heal the
keep
world.
all that.
And listen, I want you to perform at the Good Music and Arts Festival.
Yes, you've been promoted.
You create that track, bro. You create something. Don't think.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
We're gonna do that organic freestyle live, man. And I love the fact that she's crossing inspiration, God, and acoustic neo soul. Like, that's dope, because I love neo soul. Are you good? Check your mic, yo.
Okay, is it on? All right.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. Wrap this like a yeah.
We're good. All right, so this song that I'm about to play is called "This Is Not a Love Song." It's about God, so you guys, don't freak out or anything. But yeah, I wrote it because I thought, when I hear songs about God, they're always, like kind of like love songs. You're giving your appreciation and stuff, and I was like, it would be a super good title to have, for a love song, basically. But yeah, so hope you guys like it.
All right.
Can't catch my breath 'cause I'm in awe of everything you do. And all heads turn when we feel your presence in the room. And like a wave, you wash away things wrong and make them new. Yeah, we have to be blind not to see your heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, overwhelming love. You're saved by grace, so insane, never-ending love. Make no mistake, it's not fake, oh, this reckless love. It's so intense, can't forget this kind of love. It's so unique, we can't compete. You've got us on the ropes. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. We're always in your sights. You cut us loose, you let us choose, but it's always you. You and your heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, overwhelming love. You're saved by grace, so insane, never-ending love. It's so intense, can't forget, oh, this reckless love. Make no mistake, it's not fake, this kind of love. Oh, you and your heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, overwhelming love. We make no mistake, it's not fake, this kind of love. We can't forget this intense love.
Wow. Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta get you in the studio for real, for real.
You got some.
Mama,
you got some good
we gotta
vibes.
get
You
in
got
the
some
studio.
straight
That's my
vibing
word.
songs
I'm
right
on
there,
that.
for
I'll
real.
take care of the first two sessions. That right there is dope.
Yeah, that is. That's
Yo,
real
you need
vibe
to
of
get
music,
serious,
right?
like for real.
Real vibe of
Why you
music
getting
right
it?
there.
Because you're like lyrically, you are writing. You're writing truth in the third person, but you're talking about first person. You're talking about God, but you're writing like down, loud. So if I'm a neo soul person, if I like jazz, if I like love music, all three of us, you got three personalities like vibing to you, and you like you said, you give us a choice, and you still love, what?
Yeah.
Like what
yeah.
the what?
Yeah, she's one of those artists that be like, yo, I can't do nothing else but
Erykah Badu
just
gonna
sit
be
down and
mad,
listen
bro.
to this.
Erykah Badu
Either I
gonna be
gotta have some
mad.
tea in a book and listen. Like I can't have no TV on. This can't be no
Straight
ride
focus.
music. This is just straight concentrating music. Like I just need to straight. This is what I need to listen to focus.
Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. What's your cash app? Hey, let's put your cash app. Y'all need to bless her too. What's your cash app?
Okay, it's $, capital T,
$, capital T,
EA,
EA,
YA,
YA,
NNA,
NNA,
capital A.
capital A. Go ahead and put that up there, Professor. We're gonna bless you right now.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah, no. Like that's dope. Say it one more time. Give
Say
it one more time. We're trying to get it up there.
Okay, so $,
$,
capital T,
capital T,
EA,
EA,
YA,
YA,
NNA,
NNA,
capital A.
capital A. That's what's up. Okay. One more time for the seasoned love music lovers. Go ahead, bro. Say it again. Right? It's up. He'll put. Hey, wait. He gonna put it on the screen too.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give it to us one more.
Okay, so
$,
capital T,
capital T,
EA,
EA,
YA,
YA,
NNA,
NNA,
capital A.
capital A. So it's her name,
Yeah.
Tiyanna,
Yeah.
with a capital T, everything else lowercase.
Yep.
And her last name, capital A.
Yeah.
The $ in front. Okay.
Because otherwise you won't find it.
All right. So, hey, we tip 15, 20%. We here an hour. Let me do the calculations on that right quick. You know about them dollars, bro, if they holy. All right, so that's a minimum of $3 donation to $10 donation. Anything around there, y'all go ahead and bless. I just said mine.
Thank you.
All right, so come on, let's put our hands together for Miss Tia. Hey. All right, so why don't you take swap seats? He gonna wrap this thing. Stay where you are, Sir Bishop, and we gonna close it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show to where we just got to put some things off our chest. You know, we got to write it down. You know, I love this. We talk about this book. I read this book every day, and it gives instructions to write things down, write down your vision, and make it plain. So right now you have this opportunity. Whatever you have going on in your heart, you heard a professional tell you, a CEO, professional basketball player, just a dope person. He told you. He took notes. He wrote down notes. He wrote down notes. He wrote down notes. So right now you have an opportunity to write a note to God, okay? And this is what you do in there. You put all of your hurts, your fears, your anxieties, your pains, or even your dreams, your purpose, things that you want to happen. And then guess what? After you do that, after you write it down, because all of us are going to do it here in the studio. We do this all the time. So after we do this, guess what's going to happen next? You're going to rip it up. You're going to tear it up. You're going to blend it. You're going to flush it down the toilet. You're going to do whatever you can so you can never, ever, ever go and look back at it again. Because why? Because you're not going to ever question God's time. That's why we're going to do it. You're just going to leave it in his hands, and you're just going to know when it happened. You're like, oh, I remember when I wrote that down. Like, because you're not going to be able to take the credit for it. You're gonna only be able to give it to him.
So basically, if you're in the studio, we have some paper, a little index card, and an envelope. We have our God's Mail. We call it God's Mailbox. Sister Doss is the one that introduced us. And let me tell you something. We prayed all this stuff here, and we wrote it down, and this is how we came up with this. So this stuff works. So if you're in the building, we got quite a few in the studio. If you would just, use that little index card and put it in an envelope, no one needs to know it, slide it in there. And at the end of the month, we burn all the prayers as unto the Lord. And we have watched every prayer request. And some they did shared, some they just said, hey, we came in one time and it worked. So Sister gonna get us right with this Jesus music for a second.
Give us some good riding music.
Give us some ride music.
That good pop. Prayer request
and
music.
We'll come up and close out with prayer. Yeah, one time.
And you'll close us out. You close us out and pray over those things. So right now we're about to walk away. We about to write down our things that we got on our heart while you're writing down too, and everyone else that's in the studio audience is gonna write down the same thing. And we'll be right back so we can close the show out and we can pray together.
If I could say one word, I'll just wait my hand. He been good to me, kept me out of danger when danger was around me. If I couldn't say one word, yeah, I'll just wait my hand. If I couldn't say one word, oh, I'll just wait my hand. If I couldn't say one word, I'll just wait my hand. I'm talking about me. He been good to me. I just can't forget what he did at Calvary. If I couldn't say one word, yeah, I'll just wait my hand. Couldn't have done what you did when you went to Calvary. You shed your blood. You shed it for me. That's why I'm standing here on your word. I know your word will forever stand. If I couldn't say one word, yeah, wait, you've been good to me, G. Kept me a long time, and you're still keeping me now. I want to thank you because you've been good to me, Lord. You've been good to me, Lord. A lot of times, that's all we can do is just wait. I remember back in 1995, I like to lost my mama, but ain't God good, y'all? Ain't God good, y'all? They thought my mama was dead, but mama wasn't dead. My uncle called me on the phone. He said, "Now, Patsy, your mama doing just fine. See, I ain't nothing but a mama's boy. I love my mama. My mama been good to me. See, I can't talk about none of y'all out there, but my mama been good to me. The doctor said my mama gonna have to stay in a wheelchair for 6 long months. But my mama rose up out of that wheelchair in only 3 months. Somebody ought to give God some praise. All I did was ain't God good? Ain't God good? Ain't God good? When he woke me up this morning, all I did was wave my hand. When he put food on my table, all I did was wave my hand. When he put a roof over my head, don't make me sing, don't make me sing. If I couldn't say one word, I'll just wave my hand. Come on, give God some praise up in this house.
Man, y'all give it up for man. Sister, man, you out of control, man. Give it up
I know,
for God.
right?
He went from hip hop to neo to.
I felt I was at a 3 o'clock service down in the country, like
Yes,
at the
sir.
country church. As soon as you walked out the country door, all you saw was Number Field. And it was this one group that you just couldn't wait to hear because you already knew that they already had a testimony. You love their song because of their testimony matched your testimony. That's what I felt with that song right there. You just did. Grandma at home somewhere shouting. You just,
Yes, sir.
he just don't know.
Real.
He just don't know. He just don't know.
Oh man,
that's what. Yeah. I felt that one. I felt that, DJ. I felt that one. So you really gonna be cutting up in there.
I just need a drummer.
Where my shout button? Where my shout button? You just gotta come out there.
This is good, man. Listen, did we have a good time, man? If y'all enjoyed yourself, put your hands together, man. We hope you all enjoy yourself. Listen, thanks again for taking the time to tune in. I'm gonna throw a prayer up. We have kind of upgraded what we're doing here. So if you like what you're enjoying, you want to be a part of this thing, you want to support, make us part of your giving. You know, you can get the write-off, obviously, but outside the write-off, I think it's the write-in and making a difference in people's lives.
I like
so
the way
it's
you
always
just play with them words like that. That was pretty dope.
because people, it ain't about just a check.
People always want something for something, but the fact that they still getting something while they trying to get something. See, let me stop. See,
Go ahead.
We can go so this is not Friday. This is not Friday. I can't do that.
This Friday on the
okay.
Listen,
we'll
No More Dirty TV every Friday, YouTube exclusive. Just go to our web, our YouTube. Wait, hold on. No, stop. Hey man, stop. Because you know I will go with you right now. No, stop. Okay, I got to go to the.
See, don't do. Okay, don't see. I'm trying.
No, listen, wait, stop, Professor. Hey, stop, bro. I ain't gonna be to stop.
And he got the organ one. You know that's an emotional instrument.
That beat.
Right, that's an emotional instrument already, and a percussion instrument. Why you gonna do that?
Okay, listen, we gotta go, man. We gotta go. Okay.
Go ahead and pray over these things so we can give our announcements. Let's go ahead and pray. Let's go ahead and pray over these requests.
All right, let's do it. God, we want to say thanks again for just blessing us. Thank you for letting us know that we're not only leaders and overcomers, but whether we live in the brick or close to the brick, you are the rock. So every prayer we put down, every concern, whether you're listening online or whether you're in the studio, thanks again for being our great deliverer. Now do what you got to do. Take what we do to another whole level so that you can get the glory and so that we can be free. For those that are struggling to be successful, literally get settled, get self-sufficient, God, it's on you, and we thank you. You said before we even ask, you already know. Now we have written it down and made our petitions known. So you said, show me how. Let me let you how I move. So bless us and keep us. And every day I say, blow my mind, blow all of our minds. Thank you for our special guests. Thank you for Mr. McGinnis and his ability to translate and be transparent while sharing nuggets of hope. We ask that you would bless his sales, that they will be souls that are gleaning truth in the form of an online purchase. And then we ask that you would also be with Miss Tia, Teayanna, capital A. May we bless her accordingly. And thank you for giving her such a unique gift of translating truth and principle through acoustic ministry and music. Thank you for Scissorhand and Professor X on the ones and twos messing us up today. And then also thank you for Dre. We love you. We thank you in the name of Yahshua the Christ, who is Jesus of the Bible. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Before we get up out of here, we got some announcements. What you got coming up? DJ Scissorhand, where we can hang out at tonight? What would you got coming up?
Oh, yeah. If you don't have nothing else, Bluetooth or some kind of signal close to you, you can turn into G93, you know what I'm saying, online radio station number 1. And then you can, at 9 p.m., Scissorhand radio show, man. I'm doing a little history lesson, history mixes, man.
Really?
History mixes.
What that is
you baptizing mixes in history?
Man, we take all the profanity out, which, it ain't hard to do when you got good music. But, but the original version mixed with the remix version. Sample oriented.
So you trying to have conversations happen in the house. I remember when this song came out. Well, this song came out then. Well, we listening to this song now. But I remember when this. See, okay,
all that.
Okay, everybody gonna be on TikTok tonight. That's what's gonna be happening. There's gonna be a new TikTok challenge happening tonight.
Wow.
All because of you. All because of you.
Well, let me get some of that TikTok then. I ain't mad.
Okay, then go ahead. Set you up an account. I bet you they're gonna do it too.
More, right?
What you got coming up?
And you already know No More Dirty Radio all day, every day on Sunday. We up at 6:00. You can turn in on or hit the app 103.1. 5:00 G93. Shout out to our partner Ed Gaines with G93 Radio. You can download the app. Is live365.com, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And we're on at 5:00 for that one. So we want to say thanks again for tuning in and checking in, also supporting us. And shameless plug.
Then
Cash App.
Yeah. What?
No More Dirty INC.
There you go.
And then get ready. So starting after. So again, Cafe is next Saturday. So go get your backpack, get your groceries, because after that is all gonna be the good music and arts festival. We cranking all the way up, and we want your support. If you're down, get at us.
And what you doing Sunday?
Oh, Radio show.
Oh, the radio show?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't.
We double dipping, baby.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Okay,
you say that. That's it. That's all we got. That's all.
And then you got your play coming up, so you got to tell us about that.
I do. So if you want to catch me out, I have the opportunity of being in the next RLL Productions, Reggie Lewis RLL Productions. Right man, wrong time, and it'll be at the VVC.
He's taking the lead, man. He won the leads, baby.
I don't know about all of that one, but you know, my show.
You're on the poster, aren't you?
I am on the poster.
Wait,
so if you want to come to the show,
hold up.
I'm saying, okay.
You on the poster. If you ain't on the poster, you ain't no lead.
All right.
You on the poster, bro.
I'll put it like this. My character plays a major role in the story.
Whatever, man. Y'all give it up for Dre the drummer, man. This dude,
so you can
I
get
love
your
his
tickets.
humility, but you go and buy some tickets from him because we go and we might have to pre-record so we can make sure you be there.
So the show that I'll be doing is the 3:00 show. There'll be two shows. There's a 7:00 show and there's a 3:00 show. However, from what I've heard, the 7:00 show is sold out. So
we got to get yours.
Yeah. So you got to get.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our No More Dirt. We're gonna do the session early so that we can be at there. So how much are the tickets?
VIP is at $40 and the tickets are at $30.
Okay, so y'all already know. Support my man Dre.
And it's downtown at the VVC, so you don't have to worry about
big time,
somebody got my seat. Nah, you'll be purchasing that seat. You'll be getting that seat. You don't have to walk in looking for a seat or anything like that. So that's the main thing I have coming up. Or you can just follow me. Dre the drummer.
There it go, Dre.
Oh wow,
Dre, you on the main page of the.
So y'all just out there.
Now he gonna talk about he just what?
Oh wow, that's kind of dope.
Yeah. Oh, man, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna
come on, y'all. Put your hands together for Dre the drummer, man.
So make sure y'all come out to that play right there. That's pretty dope. All
right, let's rock out of here, man.
That's all we got. So we thank everyone for hanging out with us. What, are we doing anything else? Are we going all the way out, or we just a small portion of it?
Come on up here, Tia. You got the guitar, man.
A small portion of it. Okay, we're gonna go for a small portion out like this. But make sure you tune in each and every week, same time, same place.
Yeah,
the session. Bible Beats and Bars. You never know what we're gonna have coming up. You never know what we're gonna do. Well, maybe you will, or maybe you won't. But we like to have fun, so make sure you're coming in and feel free. You know, the world is opening up just a little bit here, so we still protecting each other as much as we can. So you can feel free to come down to the spot to be a part of the live studio audience, because we like to have a lot of fun here. So we're about to go to our bar session real quick, do a short little bit. It's time for me to have some daddy time. I'm ready to go see my son. Yeah. It's been a minute. I stayed working so much, so when I had time to go hang out, I can't wait till you get older me to hang out with me, just ride with me. Just like, nah, you coming with me. No, just ride. No, just ride with me. 2 minutes. What we got? What's the beat? I can't wait to hear the beat. What's the beat we got?
She got the guitar. She gonna lay us a riff down.
Well, what's the tune you gonna start with? Yep. Give me a sound.
I'm gonna lay a drum down for. Listen. Well, I thought of.
Yeah. Here we go.
You about to do the jump pad again?
Here we go now.
Oh, let me jump on that jump pad.
Okay, you ready? Oh, that's right. You're a drum. Yeah, you get. Back in the day, I used to flow. Gotta tell them what they need to know. Be the way the truth to lie be, but I gotta give it to them street HIV. HIV to the HOV to the LIV to the LOV to the E. Okay. A, cause he's the Alpha B, blessed one. Christ, he rep the D to the I to the E to the D to the Y. Bring it back, G. Rock to the scissor hand, should I say? Rockin' with the T to the T-A-Y. A to the N, capital A. Keep up the vibes, rock it late now. Rockin' with my man, Scissor B. Scissor gotta rock with me. Okay. All right, Scissor, you gotta get on the mic, bro. So, Okay, break it down now. He's a A, alpha, blessed one. He's a Christ rep to D. Should I say deity? Gon' be leave to place called eternity. Father, God, God, H, cause he said we can be holy. It's 1 Peter 16. Scratch it. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. Holy is the Lamb, slain from the foundations of this world, man. Holy is the Lamb, like Batman. I got it on my shirt. Man. He's the way, the truth, the light. Gave his life, never stop to fight. We gon' do what it be. Pray, study, watch your way. Now flip the B, the I, the B, the L, the E. We gon' take it from the Old Testament G. Reek, and seek the soul, and seek the free, so they can be free. No more banging, slinging, ringing. We can change it. Okay, that's it. I'm done. All right, yo. Hey, welcome to the session. We done. Hey, Professor, why don't you get us another video? Yo, give it up for my man SZA, man, and also Dre the drummer. You know he's a drummer for real. And Miss Tia, for real. You already know we gonna put something together for the show. And again, y'all put together for my man, Mr. McGinnis. And also our studio guest. It's so good to see everybody back. Let's do this again. Next Saturday, 2 p.m. sharp, 205 weekday live. Hey.
Cat up in the moment, boy, it's like a dream. Yeah, playing for the prize, and we got a team. Yeah, passion in my veins, but we never leaves. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time. Game time, whoa, head up in the game, head up in it, yeah, head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Game time, letting blow with hang time. I sleep on spare time, oh yeah, take flight on airlines. What you expect? I know the rest, we know the end. Cuban finesse, cup to collect, any offense we break down. Born in 97 to a single mother, 20 years later we run that. Push the T to make it personal, underdog when it come back. Feel like LeBron, yeah, we got a sauce, yeah. Only faith is in God, yeah. Live by grace and not the law, yeah. All the up, I'm past the ridicule, pressure more shake the truth. I keep the boss in that minimal, but if I got a show boat, I'm flexing the fact that there's nothing that's sinking us. EA, test the games like relay. Lactic toast like freeways, but homie, we gon' breach tight. Cat up in the moment, boy, it's like a dream. Yeah, playing for the prize, and we got a team. Yeah, passion in my veins, but we never leaves. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. If I die today, bro, I'll be okay. Shepherd gave it all, never was a slave. Yeah, they can hate my name, I won't compromise. Yeah, they can take my faith, I left it all behind. Put in the block like it's Legos, institution like it's Trados. They could be screaming at us, but you know who I rap and I wear what they do. Stay true the whole time, the lights on like Showtime, the gloves on like Tyson. I'm all ears, I don't bite. Feel like the king of my city. Cuban boy with a God flow, kinda feel like I'm Lonzo. Father wasn't praying all true. Westside, I would die for this thing. I'ma ride for this thing. I get my drive from this thing. Cat up in the moment, boy, it's like a dream. Yeah, playing for the prize, and we got a team. Yeah, passion in my veins, but we never leaves. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Every time I pull up, yeah, Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, yeah, every time I pull up, let me show you what the scene like. Pull up to the spot in the car that you never seen like. Double cup, swisher full of purple, see me lean like. Always on that gold rush, you know I'm a fiend, right? I just described every song on the freaking radio. Destroy the youth, but stack that paper, guys, huh? Way to go. Flexing so they know we gonna see them when they ride through. Theme music, I ain't hating, this is what we ride to. In the hood, teach them how to be fools. And the kids in the suburbs, how to be cool. I don't blame them, no, I know it's deep when they rap. I can't just do a song and fix it, it's much deeper than that. All the hearted man is evil in the world to make it better. They got tails all on their chest, but deep down you know that they beggars. We despise wisdom, glorify lies, leading us to hell, but we turn that track on high. Tell them, every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up. Every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up.
I got that front, back inside the side, trunk crack inside the lie, ride around my side of town, beat up these streets, bro, speed up, pedal to the metal, tie screaming, I skirt. Every time I pull up, car full up, we in here 40 deep, no sleep. H-time we cruising, outside that Houston, beat loud, we booming. Please excuse my intrusion. Yeah, slow mo, we moving, so slow, confusing. All those that zoom in, so I hit the brake, they do a double take. That where I'm from, that's every day. Where I'm from, they advocate candy paint. Pop that trunk and turn it up, let freedom reign. Different than your average, they after praise and accolades. Me too, do, but I'm through with being a fool, trying to prove I had it made. That's why I'm on the block. Yeah, that's why my car gon' knock. Man, cause you gon' get this work, whether you like it or not. You can mock, we ain't shook no earthquake, just aftershock. Spit these power lines, they shot. Every time I pull up, stop.
Every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up. Every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up.
Got it, knock it, right, pulling up my pocket. My little cousin right now with a probation violation in his pocket. I can smell the purple in the air. See the hate in their eyes. Know that you still chop yo. That's why I was feeling hope trying to step for these ties. Force fed to the homies. You don't really want it, that couple purple, get your fed time. You ain't trying to get lost in that county. Young kings in them polo tees. Young queen in that Michael Kors. No price tag on what we endorse. Cause it's freedom, cuz you can't afford. My old man got working for it. Here's them in the side. Mama sent me to church for it. Put me in that choir. So when them bullets run and hit my little brother cry. Left my pistol in the house and told the shooter, by God, who saves us? Pray to God he built it, cause I meant it when I said it. That false teaching get embedded. It's infectious if you bled it. Slinging antibiotics, no mileage for pregnant zones. Now the histamine doctors lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up.
Every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up. Every time I pull up, they be like, hey, shawty, what you on? Play that song and so, you know that one, now that's my favorite song. Every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up, every time I pull up.